You are a real estate developer. So here are the three most important things to successfully executing a development. With one of my largest projects, which is well over 200 acres, less than 5 minutes away from the all new $100 billion Intel plant, I learned something from our highly successful capital partner. And he shared with me something very important that I want to share with you. He said, Shaun, the three most important things in any and all developments is number one, what do you want as a developer? Number two is what will the capital markets finance? And number three, what do municipalities want? He said, but the interesting thing, Shaun, is that it is inverse. To be successful as a real estate developer, it number one begins with what will the municipality support? Number two, what will the capital markets finance? And then last but not least, what do I want as a developer? So let's deal with unpacking to maximize your ultimate outcome and success in development. What must be done at the municipality level? Number one, as a developer, I am never a fan, 90% of the time, of presenting or proposing things that the land is not already by right zoned for. Now, how do you determine that? You simply go to the county auditor website or wherever the project is in question, and you look up its current zoning. Then number two, what you're going to do is go to that municipality's comprehensive plan to understand that based on its current zoning, what can and cannot be done, and yet again, by right, what specific alternatives exist. Let me give you an example. With most municipalities, if the land is zoned agricultural, it by right can usually, assuming where it is, be developed as a planned residential district, aka a subdivision. Depending on the municipality, oftentimes it can be by right. The alternative is, commercial or industrial. But that is going to be on a state by state, county by county, municipality by municipality, and more importantly, based on their current, most up-to-date version of a comprehensive plan. And even then, that is not a guarantee or assurance. However, understanding its current zoning and what it can be designated as by right, and even specifically the exact circumstances by right, more often than not, that should be enough to advance the project. But it is very critical that you double down. So what is double down meaning? Is you immediately, even before you obtain site control, you call the zoning inspector. Usually their name, email is readily available with most municipality websites. You have to understand the majority of the key decision makers are typically landowners who are doing this on a voluntary basis, specific, to what their own goals and aspirations are, for their property or the community of which they live. And simply ask questions. I want to confirm this is the current zoning. They will tell you yay or nay. I want to confirm that I can do this by right. They will say yes. And then at that point, you're going to understand the politics, meaning even though by right, if I can develop an agricultural piece of land into a planned residential district, there may be factors such as, school capacity issues or lack of funding that will not eliminate the probability of you being able to execute, but it can severely delay. So yet again, you begin as a developer with every project supremely focused on what will the municipality, endorse or participate with, which is going to be known by two factors. Number one, the most up-to-date comprehensive plan. And last but not least, with that critical conversation with the zoning inspector to understand the politics and the lay of the land. Number two, capital markets. There's ebbs and flows in every industry, folks, right? There's good, there's bad, there's up, there's down. Just like if you were a developer and in 2020, 21, 22, you proposed almost any multifamily project and it penciled, somebody was ready and willing to finance it. However, due to over inventory, over 50 million, apartment units being brought to market over the last few years into the foreseeable next few years, what do we see? We see a retraction in national rent rates. Why? Because everyone is commoditized and they're competing on price due to overdevelopment of multifamily. What does that now mean? Capital markets are not interested at all in multifamily projects. And yet, as it stands in 2025, everyone is highly focused on commercial or specifically industrial, where if you're going to propose a distribution center, data center, cold storage facility, it's the hot it thing to finance. And so as a developer, you have to ride the wave, which is some projects we're going to have to temporarily put on a shelf or a wait list until there are favorable market conditions that can help advance whatever our agenda is. I want to say this though, while land banking is not my priority, it oftentimes in every scenario of any residential, or commercial property in which I've had to temporarily shelve it for a million different reasons, guess what? It was an appreciating asset. Certainly I had debt service and property taxes to cover. And so certainly that is something you're going to have to figure out and plan into your cash flow. Hopefully you have a pipeline where you focus on 3 types of projects. Short term, meaning I can execute and reap financial results in under 12 months. Midterm is going to take anywhere from, 1 to 3 years. Long term, 3 to 10 years, depending on the size and the scale of the project. But ultimately, as prices and comps continue to elevate, the waiting game, while it is delayed and while I do have carrying cost, I've never seen it not work in my favor in the end. Annoyed me in the moment, but it works out in the end. So understand that what you can get financed today may not be what you can get financed tomorrow, but that is why as diligent, proactive, generational real estate developers, we're playing the long game and not the short game anyway. So ultimately, it all works for your good. And then last but not least, to be successful with any real estate development, it comes down to what do you want as the developer? And when it comes to that, what I have learned the hard way, right, is you must approach the project in the same fashion that this 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 principle that I'm sharing with you was shared with me, is you must attack every project with 3 to 5 pivot strategies. Meaning, if capital markets say this, we'll go this way. If the feasibility study says this, we will intend to do that, but we will consider this. If market conditions are more favorable in 12 to 24 months, we'll land bank it, we'll propose it, as a single family, but we're already prepared that we may need to go, commercial or industrial. And yet if that doesn't work, we're going to extract the resources of the land. And in addition to that, we're going to do temporarily land leases for cement foundries, or we're going to be open to, selling a portion of the land for telecom or fiber optic reasons. The point of it is take a 3 to 4 multi-phase approach, beginning with the end in mind, so that should capital market tolerance change throughout the life of the project, or should municipality goals and objectives change, where you've already thought through all of these potential scenarios. But that being said, as the founder of Developer Nation, don't do this stuff on your own. Partner with us as a community where we will educate you and equip you to understand holistically every scenario to which we already pre-strategize. And what that basically means is working with us at Developer Nation is critical and essential because of the capital market partnerships we have, ranging from family office to high net worth, private equity, hedge fund, where we will partner with you, assuming your project is feasible and viable, in order to practice group economics through our community to create generational wealth for our children's children. If you look in the description, you will see the website address for DeveloperNationApp.com. And I certainly look forward to earning the opportunity to helping you to build whatever your vision is as it relates to small or large scale projects. As always, I'm Shaun J. Ford, also known as Uncle Shaun, real estate developer and author, always wanting to remind you that all things work together for the good of those that love God and are called according to his purpose. Smash the like button, comment, subscribe, follow. It helps the algorithm. We appreciate you in advance. I will see you in the next episode.